Hi everyone, good night. My name is Ana Ramirez from Amigos Curiosa, and I am so excited to be here because we are here with
Manny
and
Gil
from The Case for Heaven. And this is a movie. I will be so glad if you can explain what this movie is about.
Yeah, well, this is easy. We're doing it in English and we're Mexico. This movie is about, is there evidence that there's life after death? And guess what? There is. But you need to watch it because it's really going to impact your life. And I think you're going to walk away knowing things that you thought you knew and things that you didn't know you should know.
What do you have to say?
I think that in this movie, there's something for everyone. So if you think that there is no God, you should come watch The Case for Heaven. If you think that there is no heaven, you should come watch The Case for Heaven. If you think nothing happens when we die, there's something in this movie for you. If you're having doubts, there's something in this movie for you. If you're a longtime believer, there's something in this movie for you. No matter who you are, come watch The Case for Heaven. We'd love to hear your thoughts.
I am so curious, and I have a very specific question for you, and it's for you, for both. What did the Lord put in your heart, specifically for the realization of this film?
Oh man, go for it, man.
Yeah, I think that the afterlife, eternity, and death is something we don't think about very often. And I understand why it's scary and it's not fun to think about. But I think what God put in our hearts is if we could keep our eyes on eternity as we live on this earth, it would truly change the way we manage our money, our relationships, how we talk to our friends about what we believe in, and how we live our lives. And I think that has a ripple effect when we're gone. And I think that legacy is one that is transcendent.
Wow, that's a really good answer.
Yes, I would say that is the best answer. So
Yes,
I guess the only thing I will say is that what I've learned through even just the process of this movie is learning that when we seek, there are answers. Yeah. And we have to look, we have to take that first step of faith, and God does the rest.
I love that you mentioned that we have to look that we are not only in this earth, we are going to heaven, and everything we do will have a consequence in eternal life. And in every day, like even if like young people, we don't think about that that much, like you said. And what would you say to the audience that we have tonight? Which practical ways can we do in every day in our daily life to implement that idea to our daily life?
You're doing great. These are great questions. I think from my experience is what my brother said, keep seeking the truth and you're going to find it. But you can't give up because you had a bad experience with a church, a Christian, or an atheist. You know what I mean? You gotta remove your biases and start from the bottom and build up. And I think what you're gonna find is that there is so much evidence for the afterlife, for God, that it would prompt you to make a decision on what you believe, and it's truly now up to you. Do you want to take that step of faith, which is trust? Do you want to trust the Lord over your heart? But you know what? Let's start from the bottom. Watch the film, May 2nd, Cinemex all over Mexico, and then that's a great way to start.
Actually.
And I agree. That was perfect. Good job.
You have to.
I would say if you're a young person watching this and you've ever had doubts about God, about Christianity, about faith, I would tell you it's okay. It's all right to have doubts. It's okay to have questions. The important part is not to keep them inside. The important part is to ask. The important part is to seek. And what I'm most proud of this movie is that this movie answers those questions. So I would encourage you to come to the movie.
That's a fact. So thank you so much for watching this little interview. I am so glad to meet you. It was a pleasure.
It's a pleasure. Great job, by the way.
Yeah,
You did awesome.
Great first interview.
Hi, thank you so much. So see you later. We continue with this interview, with this journey in The Case for Heaven. Thank you so much.